like being live on YouTube?
You're just about S9 on me. What antenna are you on? The loop?
I'm not on the loop. I went ahead and built another doublet. I took the big loop down, didn't like it. So I went back to a smaller doublet. This doublet here is only 215 foot and 55 foot of ladder line and coarse coax into the shaft. Just trying it out. But my next tee-up, I will be on the loop so you can compare it.
All right, so you're just touching S9. Audio's a little bit low. Let's hear the next one.
Now I'm on the loop, but I don't think the band's playing very well. There's the loop, and probably not much difference between the two.
Yeah, it's got to be the band. You're exactly the same. I hear you fine. How are you copying me?
S8, S9.
Yeah, same here. Okay, yeah, well, it must be the band. Let me check something. Let's see. No, well, it looks like there was a solar flare earlier in M class. But right now, we're approaching the gray zone, and it says 80 should be good tonight. So I bet in another 15, 20 minutes will come up.
Yeah, I was listening on down the band here, and they were having the same issue. Everybody was coming in weaker than normal. So hopefully it will change.
Well, I just turned up my levels, and everyone can hear you on YouTube, I'm sure. It's loud enough. I hear you fine.
And like you said, maybe another 15 minutes or so, it might all change for the good.
Yeah, I really think it will. So stayed home today, had a dump truck come to my house with a dumpster on the back of it, and I filled an entire dump truck with garbage from the garage. I can walk in my garage. I can park cars in it if I want. It is all cleaned out. It's a good feeling.
I can imagine. When you got a garage and you can't park in it, that's a little bit frustrating, but sometimes that happens. But sounds like you got it straightened out.
Yeah, it's we moved in 2 years ago, so there was a lot of cardboard boxes in there, but it's a two and a half car garage, and behind one of the doors, you couldn't even walk 3 feet in. So I got up early, I dragged everything out of the garage, and I made everything on the right I said, that's garbage. Everything on the left went back in, and there wasn't much that went back in. But yeah, now I can, I'm going to build a little workbench in there probably.
Oh, that's nice. You freed up some space there. Now you got to do whatever you want to do with that free space.
Yep. And you just touched S5, 5 over for a split second there.
Okay, and I did go back to the doublet. Again, this doublet here, I shrunk it down to 215 foot. I wanted to try that real quick, so I wanted to see how it's going to play. Earlier today, when I was going back and forth between the loop and the doublet, they were very comparable signals.
Can you tune on 160?
Oh yeah, it can tune on 160.
All right, good. Yeah, well, I'm interested to see how it sounds once the band opens up a little bit there.
Oh, we're starting to get a little bit of rain here. It's a light drizzle and temperature 67 degrees. Not too bad at all.
66 degrees here. Still pretty clear out there. I think it's going to be cloudy tomorrow, and the rain comes in tomorrow evening, because I show no rain at 7 p.m. tomorrow, all the way through the day. So I think then it's a rain event all Tuesday night into Wednesday. But we shall see. But yeah, same temperature as you right now.
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain today, the rest of the day, off and on. All day tomorrow, rain. Thunderstorms in the morning Wednesday, and then Thursday night, evening, thunderstorms. Rain all day Friday with thunderstorms. Saturday, thunderstorms in the morning. So it looks like the next 5 days here, we're going to get a bunch of rain.
Yep, and now we play that game of disconnecting everything and then reconnecting it.
Exactly. Hey, I'll be right back. Amazon left a package on my porch, and I didn't hear my alarm go off, so I'll be right back. W3DEP.
All right, KB2 UKA standing by. All right, let's see. Subreceiver. Let's zoom out here so we could see where that is. And sub. No one there.
All right, you made it back. W3DEP.
All right, KB2 UKA. All right, good. Let's see if anybody else hops on.
I sure hope the band gets better.
Yeah, it should. It might just take time. It might have to go into full darkness. I don't know. I don't know why it's not great.
Well, at least one thing, looked like the stock market did really good today.
Yeah, well, they made a deal with China. He said he would.
Yeah, they're going to lower it, for 90 days.
Yeah, and then he also signed that executive order today lowering drug prices. If a drug, wherever it's sold the cheapest in the world, that's the price it's got to be in the U.S. We make up 4% of the population on the planet. But we also make up 75% of all the revenue by these pharmaceutical companies. So, like you take pick a country, Germany. Germany says to Pfizer, okay, if you want to sell your drug here, you can only charge $100 for it. And Pfizer says, fine. So then they turn around and they charge us $1,000 to make up for it.
Yeah, that's going to stop. With that executive order, that will stop real quick. It's just sad. They've been doing this for years and years and years.
Yeah, very long time. They've been robbing us. And the biggest purchaser in the United States of pharmaceuticals is the U.S. government because of Medicare and Medicaid. So that means tax money is buying all this medicine here that is inflated in cost.
Oh, yeah, he'll save a ton just in that by reducing the amount of drugs, the cost of the drugs.
Oh, you see that voice signal above 4 megahertz? I never see voice up there.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, it's upper sideband. Don't think I can make the sub. Hold on 1 second. I just want to go listen to that quick. I'll be right back.
I couldn't tune it in. I couldn't figure out what they were on.
I think it's upper sideband.
It's upper sideband.
Yeah, I was up there. I went to upper sideband, but I couldn't tune it in. Let me try again.
Is in the background. Chloe is up at it. She hears me and she wants attention. So I'll get off my PTT switch. Everyone stay safe and healthy. Enjoy the rest of the day and week ahead. Back to net.
This is Net Control. Roger. Well, get well soon there. We'll catch you later. Out Alpha Romeo 2, November Tango. Good evening, Axel. Your info for the net. Over.
Net Control, this is Alpha Romeo 2, November Tango. Good evening, Bob. Good evening, all members of the net. So it's great weather today, but for next days expecting rainy weather. So nothing more to report. So everybody stay safe and have a good day. Net Control, this is to November Tango. Over.
This is Net Control. Roger. You have a good week also. We'll catch you later. Alpha Romeo 2, Victor Zulu. Good evening, Mike. Your info for the net. Over.
This is 2 Victor Zulu. Well, greetings, Bob. The rest of the net, no information. Over.
This is Net Control. Roger. You're out. Alpha Romeo 2, Sierra Echo. Good evening, Wayne. Your info for the net. Over.
This is Alpha Romeo 2 Sierra Echo. Good evening, everyone on the net.
Alrighty, KB2, UKA, I'm back. What's up, Darren? You watching? Hello, Christian. Ciao, ciao.
I don't know if he made it back, but they weren't really strong to me.
Yeah, they got to be local to me. They were all 20 over.
Yeah, I had like S6, S7, one time S9.
They've got Mars call signs, so I don't know how to look those up. Alpha Alpha 2 Romeo Tango was one of them. Let's see, FCC data search. Maybe I can find it here. Alpha Alpha 2 Romeo Tango. Let's see. What is that? No. Alpha Alpha. Oh, Alpha Alpha Radio 2 November Tango. Let's try that. Alpha Alpha Radio 2 November Tango. And that is not an FCC call sign. Interesting. But just for clarity, this is KB2 UKA.
And W3DEP.
I told you guys there's something weird going on up there.
It's not really that weird. It's their Mars call sign. Who's that?
I know,
Yes.
but there's something weird going on up there and stuff about something really strange.
And what's your call sign? Over?
Yeah, this is Delta. I'm sorry. KM4 Golf All Mike. I got a slight headache. I'm sorry. KM4 DBL Nelson out of Virginia.
I got a light copy. KM4 Delta Delta QSL?
No, this is Nelson, KM4, Golf Bravo Mike, KM4 GDM.
Oh, okay, Nelson. How you doing, man? I've spoken to you before. I got you about 5'7". I hear you. Dwayne, do you copy him?
Yeah, I copy him.
Yeah, sometimes they got the PJ71 on a digital mode and stuff, and it really, really garbage stuff there. It's really strange that they do go on different frequencies. I heard them on 2-meter simplex one time. They went through the bands and stuff there, all the way up to like 22 gigahertz one time.
You still just running 100 watts, Nelson?
Yeah, just 100 watts here.
Yeah, that's why Doug's having a hard time hearing you.
I got him now. He's about he's like a 4x9. I hear him okay.
Yeah, I ain't going to no 1,000 watts and get on the 4K thing. I'm not going to splatter the stands here, like Art told me, I have to watch myself.
Yeah, that is true.
Because I live very close to these guys, very close, where they're like a 30 dB over on me.
Yeah, well, 100 watts is doing fine on Long Island. No problem copying you. And Dwayne, you're starting to come up.
Yeah, I figure sooner or later it's going to be changing, like you said.
And then just then S8. Yeah, so there's QSB. It'll as the clock ticks here, it's going to get better.
Anyways, you guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go up to 40 meters to check on this other net here and stuff. But yeah, these guys are very close to me there. They're out of Fort Pickett Air Force Base here in Virginia.
All right, Roger, Nelson. Have fun up on 40. We'll be here. KM4 GBM KB2 UKA.
KM4 Golf Bravo Mike. Anyway, very interesting Mars guys out there these days.
You got that right. All right, 7-3.
Well, there's a zero beat. Who's coming in?
My money says DJ or Jeff.
I'd say Jeff. I think DJ does a two-tone. Good deal.
Well, that was a 5 over 0 beat. Come on, join the party. Who do we got? I hear Captain Darren. I hear you, sir, but you are below my noise floor.
Captain Darren, catch you when you get back in here, but I do hear you.
That couldn't have been his 0 beat, right?
No.
That would have been me, K1WIL.
Ah, William. Good day, sir.
So, how's everybody this fine afternoon, evening?
Very good, very good. You're hitting me solid 10 over. The band's shitty right now. Dwayne's about an S9. I'm sure you're booming into him. Dwayne, how are you copying him?
Come on, Bill. I think you were 15 or 20 over. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, I got you 30 over.
Yeah, you're 20 over. Strong 20.
Well, you sounded marvelous, Bill. Are you enjoying the Anon?
Yeah, the more I get used to it, there's a lot of features in here that I'm still not familiar with, but I'll get through it. Everybody, something I don't know, somebody lets me know, so that's always helpful.
Yep. Soon as you get everything set right, when you download the new release, I know when I download development, the 3.9, like the official one, when it's not a development anymore, I'm going to reset everything and rebuild the database from scratch. That's when I usually do it. Every time he makes a new public release, I rebuild the database.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, I'd imagine. At least you're starting like fresh again,
Yep, Roger. AC, I wonder who that is.
Well, how'd you like the logo? That was kind of quick. I just come up real fast with something.
Beautiful.
It was great, and I already shared it on my YouTube page.
Oh, okay.
If you guys are on my YouTube channel right now, there is somebody in the chat with the initials AC. That is my wife. She has joined the party.
Oh, that's nice.
Everyone say hi to Amanda.
Hello, Amanda. This is Bill up in Pennsylvania.
Hello, Amanda. This is Dwayne in Pennsylvania.
Hello, Amanda. This is Doug in your basement. So Amanda, what we have right now is the propagation is not where it normally is at 720. It's a little light. So as the sun sets, we expect the signal strengths to increase. Oh, Carter's in here too. What's up, Carter? I got the whole family in here. Just got to get Jillian in here.
Hello, Carter.
Hello, Carter. Hello, Julian, if you're listening.
And Amanda says hello to both of you.
Hey, Bill, I put up the doublet, shrunk it down to 215, and right now it's playing the same as the loop so far.
No kidding. There you go. See, that just took a little bit of trimming.
Yeah, but I still got an issue up on 160. I can't run up over 700 or 800 watts. Jeff had the same issue. I tried and put some ferrites on it, so he built an ugly balun. So he built the balun, and it corrected his. So I added a longer coax and made a balun out of it, put ferrites on, but I still want to snake in mine for some reason.
Yeah, you tried it on 160 already?
Yeah. Just see how it tunes. It tunes no problem whatsoever, but when I run up over 700 watts, sometimes my voice wants to come back through the
antenna. She should be cleaning her room.
Yeah, I got to see how this does since I got it tuned up there. I was up there today and got it tuned in, so see how much wattage I can run up there. I think with the old rig, I was only running 450, 500, so it wasn't a whole bunch.
All right, I ran the test to Doug. Both antennas are the same, just about, so I'm going to run it to you. Right now I'm on the doublet. And my next key up, I will be on the loop that I always run, and you can tell me the difference between the two. And now I'm on the loop. It's up at 50 feet, and this is the loop I've had up for a while, and it always is the one that's hard to beat. So is the doublet comparing to the loop?
Well, the doublet was 20 over, which is a good signal. I don't care how you look at it, but what's coming after that? You're 30 over. You're 30 over on the loop.
You were 5.9 on the doublet, 10 over on the loop now. So it changed with the propagation.
Just to see.
I doubled with you, Dwayne.
If you're into your transmission there, you did drop to 20, so the band's still fluctuating. It's
What's
that
up,
time
Matt?
of the evening.
Dwayne, you were 10 dB more on the loop this time.
Yeah, see, that's what he was here, Doug. He was 20 Then when he went to loop, he was 30 over.
So about 20 minutes ago, when the propagation was real bad, the loop and the doublet were the same to me. They were both S9. Now that the propagation's getting better, the doublet was S9, the loop was 10 over.
Yeah, this will be a good test. Right now I'm back on the doublet, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you were solid 20 right there with that last transmission with the doublet.
Well, this is a good test. This will let me know what I need to do. W3DEP.
K1WIL to 20.
KB2 UKA.
Hey, Doug, your wife's probably thinking, she's going to tell you, how come you sound like Brutus and them other guys sound like Sweet Pea?
Well, she's also hearing the local audio. My buddy Dave, N1DRS, I think you guys know him in Massachusetts. He pumps his monitor into YouTube, so you actually hear the audio that it sounds like over the air. I might start doing that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. You get it directly then.
That's what John was talking about today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think John was mentioning about that today, Doug.
About Dave or about just doing that in general?
Doing that in general.
Yeah, it's easy to do. Let me just see something. One, two. I would have to set it that I don't hear it though, and I think I could do that in the monitor. I think there's volume control.
Hold on. Let's see. One. No, not that.
Not that. Yeah, that one does it. Okay, so yeah, I could shut the. So these guys are here in the monitor right now, I think.
Hey, Doug, you know what you could do? Go through the wing and then put it on a different slider or, where you could control the audio with that and control the other audio, with the other fader or slider.
Yep, that'll work. All right, let's see. I want to try this real quick. All right, guys, so I'm going to mute this.
See, one. All right. Yeah, they can hear it, but I can hear it, and the delay is screwing me up. There's like a few.
So I'd have to pump it in, you're right, to another channel. All right, I just set a goal in the YouTube chat. It's called a super chat. So if we reach the goal of 5 super chats, which I believe is a donation of $5, I will do a giveaway.
This stuff I got them today to run my 220 or 240 to my amp.
So that'd be your next project then?
Yeah, I'm going to get that hooked up probably
What
here,
an idiot.
probably tomorrow maybe.
All right, I'm back. I was off frequency like an idiot for about 2 minutes.
Hey, that happens.
But I just hit the little lock button on the VFO, and now that won't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much, Doug. You bump a mouse or something like that, and you look up and you're talking. All of a sudden, you're down a band or up a band.
Yep, happens all the time, and I always forget to lock it.
You know, at least the weather held out for you, Dwayne. It didn't rain here. I'll put it that way. I guess we're supposed to get some around 8 or 8:30 this evening.
It's a light drizzle out there now, but yeah, it held off pretty much the whole day. And the rain just started coming in here probably about an hour and a half ago. Really light drizzle.
Yeah, I checked, didn't see any lightning anywhere, but I thought I just heard a little bit of crash right there. I was just getting ready to say it, and I heard a little,
Yep, I heard it. But there is no lightning. The closest lightning is east of Raleigh and also around the Knoxville area.
Well, back to work for me tomorrow.
Me too. Bill, you missed it. I took the day off. I filled an entire dumpster, like a 15-yarder, to the brim with cleaning out my garage. It's my garage again. I can walk in it.
Nice. You know what, Doug? That always happens though. Especially when you move. You got all that other stuff. That's where it goes in the garage.
That's exactly what it was. We've been here 2 years now, and there was boxes in there from the move still. And then we order so much crap. We end up, I put cardboard out. My guys will take it. I don't have to put it out with recycling. But, if I forget to do it 1 week and then it just builds and builds, and half of it was cardboard that they removed today.
Yeah, that's the way me. And I got big boxes, it's all Amazon junk. And I just bought 2 new office chairs, leather office chairs, one for my other station and one for this station. I got those. Well, I did get rid of one box. I took it out and I got a burn pit out there, so I did get it burned. But I have another one sitting here. It needs to go out too.
Yeah, and like you save a lot of your boxes. I know you do with the equipment you buy. I toss them immediately. I just don't know where to keep them.
Well, I'll tell you what, since I opened everything up, Doug, I do have the box for the Anon. I kept it. The KRKs, I ditched those. I got rid of them. I'm thinking if they go bad, they go bad. If I have to send them somewhere, I'll buy a box. But I started trashing some of my boxes.
Yeah, it'd be nice to save them, but I'd need the entire basement to collect boxes. I don't think that'll go over well. N4QNT, you in there? He said he has to test his new USB cable. It might sound better. I think he was joking.
He definitely was joking.
Yeah, we were talking about the audio through the USB cable this morning.
But we'll tell him he sounds better.
Yep, we will. So, Bill, I chat GPT'd my idea for the audio chain if I get the Optimod, and it said it'll work beautifully. So I would go into the wing, do all my EQing, and then come out of the wing, go into the Optimod, then go out of the Optimod, back into the wing, do zero processing, and send that USB into Thetis. So use the wing for processing and then as an audio interface to put back the, what do you call it? The process optimod signal.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there. That's like the ultimate right there, Doug. That Optimod. I don't think I'll ever own one. They're too much money.
They're great radios, Adam.
They're always nice.
The Hermes Light will do the same thing this does for $400.
I don't even think they make them anymore.
I missed that last. They don't make what anymore?
I don't think they make the Optimod, I think, but the 9300 is the last model I heard.
9300 was the last standalone AM model. Now, if you want to buy something new, you have to buy, it's called the Optimod Trio. It does AM, FM, and HD digital audio.
I think I've only ever heard two on the air, Doug, that I know for sure that what they were talking on, and they both were spectacular.
Yep, and I've heard a couple on the air too, and everyone that runs them, the few that I've heard, they only have an EQ in front of it.
Yeah, that Optimod does just about everything.
And then if you go over to AM with it, forget about it.
Oh, that's where they really shine on AM.
Yep, I don't even know if you can lower it. I think it starts at 5K. So I don't know if you could go below 5K, but you would run at 5K for 4K. But I think the lowest setting is 5K.
Yeah, which stands to reason. I mean, that's more of an AM broadcast, for like a broadcast place or company or whatever you want to say. But yeah, I can understand that.
It'll happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna, once I have money to burn. Right now, I can't spend that much money. I can't rationalize it, but it'll happen soon. Someone trying to get in there?
I don't know if I did that or not.
I doubled with you. What'd you say?
I said K1WIL at the bottom. I don't know if I did that.
KB2UKA. I don't know either.
And W3DEP, and I thought I heard Captain Darren way out there, very weak.
And 4 VFR. No, that wasn't me.
What's up?
Okay, there you go.
David.
I got a copy on you, Captain. I don't know if you're hearing me, but I heard every word you said there. No, it's only the one way. No, I heard him.
Oh, and there's Arthur.
Yeah, good evening, Doug, Bill, Dwayne, and Captain Darren.
A lot of reverb.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was hoping you'd say. Okay. I was touching something, but I'll turn it back a little bit.
All right, the band's starting to wake up now. Another 20 minutes, it'll be marvelous.
I'll check with you, Dwayne. Did you think that was pretty excessive on the verb?
Oh, yeah, as soon as he keyed up, I noticed it. If you didn't say something, I sure was going to.
Mess everything up, but because right now I'm at 22.4. It might even be minus 22, but anyway, does that seem a little better?
To my ears, still a good bit there, Art. I think, I don't know if you heard the playback on it. I think you would turn it back a little bit more.
Art, you're like S9 a little bit over to me because it's still early and I hear a lot of reverb.
Fails, they say reload the last profile. Maybe I messed something up, and I don't know. Does that bring it back?
still have a lot in there. I'll record you if you wish.
Oh, no, I take your ear for it. I want you guys' ear. I mean, and plus the band's not that, it's not good. So, man, I wonder what I touched. I don't understand this. It seems like that gain is even lower than normal.
Well, that transmission there was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad on that one. I don't know what happened, but yeah, you were 20 over here, Art, and I'm on signal average too.
Okay, I just want back 4 more dBs back. So, all right, check.
I'm locking down there.
All right, thank you. Maybe it's the audio cable. Seriously, all I did, I'm telling you guys right now, all I did was put in the new cable.
Could you imagine if that's what it is?
Seriously, I mean, I was on this morning, right? We all signed, right? I went to work, and here I am. I just turned it on and started talking.
What'd you do, Art? Buy high-end cable or something?
Well, no, I didn't get the one that Doug got. I'm sorry. I mean, it was. I'm laughing. Hold on.
I did that just to do it.
You did that just to do it, okay. I got the one that Chris showed, that $19 cable, that 3-footer, and that's all I did.
Hey, Art, where I finished touching mine up on the TC electronic, it was on the leveler on the second one over towards the window, the round window in the app itself where you set for the vocal deep or whatever you're running. The second one in from there, I set it at minus 3.5 dB on the level.
Okay. Yeah,
which, I mean, your setup could be different,
I just moved it in that zone, so what? Minus 3.4, so. Okay. All right, as long as it's not crazy.
Nah, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good here.
These cables, I don't know, but shorter. The other cable was like a basic printer cable. It was like a 12-footer, and I had it all rolled up, and it was really thin. I mean, this thing is thick and robust. It's a nice cable.
Yeah, I think the only difference I'm doing, you guys running the TC electronic. I'm running the vocal bright. I think you are running the vocal deep. My voice is down there a little bit, so I'd have to change it if I went to the vocal deep, I think.
Yeah, I went to the, somebody's zero being right at 4,000. I wonder if that's a Morris person or an amateur.
I don't know. They were having a voice net a little earlier, a little bit above there. I'm running just the one that says ambience.
I have a scene for that one too, Doug. Is that the one on the TC electronic, or is that on the that one standalone by itself?
Standalone. It's standalone. I didn't even know the TC electronic was in there till you shared it.
Yeah, see, they have that ambient in that TC electronic, and I did a profile or a scene with that one too. I like that one.
Yeah, I haven't had time. Like, we got a lot going on here. When we play with the audio, you need like 2 hours straight. 3 sometimes.
Well, I do mine like that, Doug, but I got to get away from it because you start hearing things, you start hearing different artifacts, and then you come back and you think you got it right, and then you hear, you get a fresh set of ears on you 2 hours later, and it's like, wow, that's not good.
The guys that do mastering for albums, I've read they get up for a few minutes every 25 minutes.
Yeah, you got to give your ears a rest because you start hearing things that you think you're hearing but not.
N4 QNT at the 40.
KB2 UKA.
K1WIL.
W3DEP. N4 VFR remote control, South Pentagon.
All right, I hear you now, Darren.
Getting better, Doug.
Did you buy that old car?
No, I didn't buy that old car. I just saw it there at the hotel.
Okay.
Oh, that old Barney 5 car.
Was that from the Andy Griffith show?
I don't know. I think it is.
When somebody wrote Barney Fife, I almost spit my drink out.
Oh, he was my favorite on that show, him and Andy.
Yeah, Bill, I really like that wing logo. That's pretty cool. I mean, I know you drummed it up pretty fast, but you know what I mean. But, just as a start, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was something quick, and everybody, I think I sent it out to everybody's email. I couldn't get it to John. I went on to get his email on the on Signal. It is not there, so I couldn't send him one.
Oh, okay. I'll send you his email if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and send it to me. Then I'll forward one out to him. Whether he wants it or not, he can trash it if he wants. But I just did it for the guys that has the wings. Yeah, so like I said, I personalized them, with everybody's call sign.
No, it's very cool. Thank you for doing that.
Well, yeah, as soon as I can figure out how to insert it again, I will.
Yeah, believe me, when I do that kind of stuff, I get more pleasure out of it than you guys do. I really do. I like doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, I want to get to where I can do my personalized backdrop for fetus, in the back.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I like to drop that in there, but I know it's got to be a certain size for it to fit correctly.
Yeah, you can always resize the stuff. I do it when I do my, when I do that, Dwayne, I always put it on. I always use a high definition on them. So if you do want to resize it, but if you lose a low resolution and you resize it, it gets real grainy. So I do mine the highest I can do it. Then you can resize them.
All right, guys. Well, good getting on with you for a little bit. I'm going to head out of here. Hope you have a great night. Art, you came up. You sound great. Sounds marvelous. Bill, Dwayne, take care. KB and Darren, take care. KB2, UK clear.
All right, Doug. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. And maybe tomorrow we'll catch you sometime in the evening or something. K1WIL. Have a good one.
All right,
catch you later, Doug.
We'll catch you later. And for BFR.
All right, 73 guys. KB2, UK clear.
Yeah, wish the band was better.
Yep, but you sound all right. You're about 5'10" over. I hear you were coming up. All right, 73 guys.